The gateway to Mount Hotham, to the snowfields of Mount Hotham, and it's also a goldfield town, beautiful tourist town as well, lots of gold. And there's a town called Harrietville. Welcome to Harrietville, welcome to another adventure of TREV'S Bushland Adventures. So we're just going to walk around and around the town and have a look, and we're going to have a look at the dredge hole, the old gold bucket dredge. Remember, we went to El Dorado. That's the only surviving dredge in Australia so far. So there was one here in Great Harrietville, so that's not there anymore, but I'm going to show you the site where the dredge was and the goldfields area. So let's come with me. Welcome to Harrietville. Let's go. Harrietville is a former gold mining town at the base of Mount Feathertop and Mount Hotham. This town consists of Pioneer Park, a museum, a section of the Ovens River East Branch river walkways, and a historic dredge hole known as the Tronah Monster. The village has an attraction of beautiful colours of poplar trees in the autumn. Alongside the Ovens River, known as Pioneer Park, was originally the site of the School of Mines. Old pioneer equipment, sculptures and monuments to celebrate the town's mining history. The park consists as a community hub, starting point for many walking trails around Harrietville. The path starts at a cafe on the Great Alpine Road into the south direction. St. Francis of Assisi, a Catholic church, was relocated from the Bushland Valley to this site in 1923. Beside the church is a restored miner's cottage, is the Harrietville Museum, where displays items, archives and relics. In the grounds of the museum, there are various historic mining items, such as a stamp battery, dredge buckets, a Pelton wheel, and a steam engine. This small 4-headed stamp battery simplifies the ore crushers, such as large as the 25 head used throughout the district during the boom years of mining. This portable steam engine is a 4 horsepower Brown and May, built in the late 1880s. It's a typical of many that were used to power stamp batteries throughout the mountains. This was owned in the Bushland Valley, and it was used to drive a chaff cutter. Bucket dredge. This bucket is from one of the many small steam-powered dredges that operated in the Ovens River from the 1880s to 1920s. There were 122 dredge buckets made up the band of the Tronah gold dredge between 1942 and 1955. This is one of them. The 2 large dredge holes are reminders of the dredge operations. And here we are, we're at the snow-lined hotel motel for the tourists who come here who want to stay for the night, or one or two, for accommodation. And here, this road is known as the Bon Accord Track. Continued to the Riverside Track. And you turn left down at the junction and follow by the river known as the Ovens River. Well, we're on the walk on this Bon Accord track, they call it, and this takes me down to the Tronah Dredge hole. So we're not far from there. I hope you're enjoying this so far here at Harrietville. It's a beautiful day, cloudy, but I'm hoping we get this done before we get any rain. The crystal clear Ovens River is known for trout fishing. Across the Ovens River is a footbridge known as Vic Attridge. Vic Attridge, who was a cattleman and a miner in the early 20th century. Along the way to the Tronah dredge hole, you'll pass through a small pine forest planted in 1948 to restore some of the surrounding dredged land. Before arriving at the dredge hole, there is a car park with a picnic area and tables, barbecue, shady trees, and public toilets. On the northern end of the dredge hole is known as Jupe's Jetty and a swimming pontoon. The Tronah dredge operated between 1942 and 1954 and was the largest dredge in the southern hemisphere, weighing 5,000 tonnes. The dredge worked 24 hours a day, 6 days a week for gold. The dredge hole was later filled up with water to create a small lake, which is now a popular swimming, picnic, fishing spot. The lake lies in amongst the native and European trees, with walking tracks around the edge of the lake and through the surrounding forest. Well, this is known as Jupe's Jetty, and this is the Tronah dredge hole. This is where the big dredge used to be. It was full on in those days. It had buckets digging up scooping up all the sludge, the mullock, and sieve it for gold. If there's any gold, that's where it was. You can hear a pin drop now. And so this is it. This is history of Harrietville. The Tronah dredge hole. And it's also good for swimming, fishing, kayaking, or go for a bushwalk around. It is a nice area. Cross over a small wooden bridge and head south that leads around the southern side of the lake until returning to the northern end and car park. Oh, I've come so far. Come to the bridge, a little footbridge. We're going downhill actually, so I'm trying to hold this camera steady because there's nothing to hold on to except my camera. Oh, look at the ferns. I love the bracken ferns. Then we have a little bridge. Oh, it's just serene. So serene. Now we're on the other side of the waterhole. We were on the other side. Of course, the jetty, TREV'S jetty, is over on the other side. So we're on the south side of this lake. Now we've come on to the western side of this lake. We've got a little bit of a stage there, and of course the walking track goes right around the lake. Of course there's the jetty. We've been all around. It's a lovely walk. Everything's nice and calm. Great for summertime. And we're walking around. Eventually we'll be back at the car park of this TREV'S jetty and the Tronah dredge hole, which is this. Now we're coming to the end, towards the end of our expedition, our walk here, and we're just about arrival at the car park of the TREV'S jetty, which is around there. So this will take me back on the same track as I came down. So I'm going back the same way, and I'll finish this video. Hope you're having a great day. Well, this concludes this episode of Harrietville and the Tronah dredge hole. We've had a good walk today. It's autumn, that's why a lot of trees, beautiful colours, and this is the right time to come to Harrietville, and also in Bright, but we didn't go to Bright today. That's the hub of the autumn leaves. So I hope you enjoyed Harrietville. It's such a nice place. Bring the kids, bring the family, and bring the picnic, and enjoy the environment. It's a great place. It's a lot to see. Now my next episode, I'll be taking to a town called Mount Beauty. They have a pondage there. We're going to go for a bit of a walking tour around the pondage. So that'll be Mount Beauty. That'll be my next episode. I'll see you then. Bye.